Roshi, come check this out.
Thinking that this was a nail, I unearthed it and it's right here. Oh my goodness, look at the size of this thing.
Look at that, that's beautiful.
And Hiroshi over here has just been beating me. Terribly beating me with his...
I think I'm at 5 nuggets today.
He's been running this high banker.
But I've also been using my metal detector, and I think the metal detector might have just paid off. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. And what are we doing today? Well, today we are metal detecting for gold nuggets. We are running a Keen high banker out in the middle of the desert, and we're also running a mini high banker, which is a drop riffle sluice out in the middle of the desert. We're hunting for gold. Oh, by the way, if you don't know what this is, which I'm sure there's a lot of guys that do know what this is, but this is called a pocket microscope. And you can put it up onto the rock and adjust the focus, and then you could really see into the rock. These are really cool and they're super affordable. And right about now you're thinking, well, how are you guys gonna run a mini high banker out in the middle of the desert? Buddy decided to bring about 300 gallons of water out in the desert. And right here he's got his hose attachment. He runs it with a pump. He's got an inverter, he's got a charger, he's got a hole cut. So his hose comes out the bottom along with his cord. And basically he just attaches this, and that's how he cleans it out with his hose. And he's got that 300 gallons set up to run all through the week. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Hey man, what are you doing?
I'm washing rocks.
Oh, okay.
You got another one?
So I was wearing golden iron and it's in a rock. Can you tell me what the screen says?
Oh, it's a hot rock. Yeah, it's super light too.
Okay, so just for some context here,
The reason you get these occasionally.
Hiroshi got the prime spot because he got to the spot first. So he said it was cool if I work upstream, and what we plan to do is meet in the middle. So this is the spot that I started squaring out to do some metal detecting and some vacuuming.
All right, Hiroshi, show us what you got.
You see the one I'm talking about already? There he be, right there.
Oh, wow.
Jumping around right on the top, huh? I got a lot of stuff in there still. I just did a little peekaboo.
Look at that guy.
Hey, just remember all those times you came out with tons of gold and I sat here sluicing.
I'm pretty much screwed because I have an 1/8 inch screen.
You're fine.
No, I'm screwed. I'm not gonna get that big of gold. No. Roshi, come check this out.
Get some?
Yeah. All right, so this is the spot I'm working in, right?
Oh, dude, this is where I dropped my nail.
Yeah. All right. So this is the spot I cleared out over here. Hiroshi's working a really, really good spot. We'll end up with some good results with his spot. You know, getting ready to borrow his classifier because I screwed up and I left mine at home. But I'm digging, thinking that this was a nail, but I unearthed it and it's right here. It's a giant specimen.
Dude, wash her off. Looks like quartz. Probably got a bunch of that.
Look, you can see the gold right there, look.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that, dude.
Looks like I found my spot, man.
There you go, you found it.
Oh my goodness, look at the size of this thing.
Go wash it off so we can see.
All right. All right, you ready to clean this thing up?
Dude, I can't wait to see. Well, we can already see some, right?
Yeah, we can see some already, but so I'll take a picture of it later, but I just picked this up with the Gold Monster 1000. And we can see the gold, but now we're gonna clean it off. Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
Look at all that gold. This is a giant gold specimen right here. It is everywhere.
Plastering right there. Good for you, man.
And this was right at the end, right as I was grabbing my bucket. I said, well, let me just double check. Oh
wow,
my
look
goodness.
at that, dude. Look at that. That's beautiful.
It's a band that's going all the way through it.
Yeah, I gotta clean it up a little bit more.
Yeah, dude.
Got any vinegar?
No.
Oh.
This bottle right here came from Mine Lab. They gave it to me when I got the GPX 6000. And so you're supposed to put your little gold bits in here. I got some beef with Mine Lab because, you know, it's not really fair that you limit us on what we're capable of. I mean, this doesn't necessarily fit in the bottle, Mine Lab. So we got a little bit of a problem.
Did they test any of their equipment before they sent it out in the box?
They definitely didn't test these bottles. I mean, look at the size of that hole. That's not fair.
Yeah, definitely not going to fit. I'm no engineer, but...
I mean, they fit these ones, but the problem is that the goal's too big. So Mine Lab, you guys need to wake up, okay?
Bigger bottles.
Bigger bottles.
Bigger mouth. Do some Gatorade stuff.
Okay, this is right where I pulled that giant gold specimen out. That giant gold nugget. And a scorpion just like ran right up in here, so I gotta be careful of that. Luckily I have gloves on. Wait a second.
Hey, what'd you get over there?
Did you just get one?
I think so, man. Why don't you come check her out? But I see some edges kind of sticking up right there. You want to do the honors and get her wet?
Oh man, that's at least a gram.
Yeah, huh?
Wow.
I wonder how many of those I've thrown out.
Yeah.
That's more than a 1/4 inch, isn't it?
Let's take a look.
Yeah, should we get that wet?
That's definitely more than a 1/4 inch. You always detect your piles though, don't you? Yeah, not you. You're learning though, aren't you?
Well, shucks, I think I just did.
Oh man, that is definitely.
That's a keeper.
It's definitely a specimen.
Yeah.
That is a killer nugget, man.
Yeah, huh? That's exciting.
Very good. Which layer did you find it in?
Gravels, man.
So you this
Above
type
bedrock.
of gravel?
Yeah, above bedrock. That was not in.
That is perfect.
It was sitting right up in here behind. Nice little ledge that was here.
It's a good thing you detected it, huh? Before you took off, huh? Yeah. All right, we're gonna give these guys a break. We're gonna let the 6000 sit, the Gold Monster sit for a minute. This right here is the area that I squared off. And I was starting to vacuum out these crevices here in the bedrock. But over here, I switched over and I started smoothing this out. And that's where I found that giant gold specimen. So now I'm gonna give the metal detectors a break, and then I'm gonna start squaring this out and flattening it out. Then I'll rake it over again with the metal detector and see if anything comes up. Although the bedrock does have gold on it, you see this layer of gravel right here? That right here, I believe is our pay layer. So I'm gonna start classifying this to run it through the geosluice.
Okay, so I just want to mention something here real quick. Classifying material is not talked about enough, and it's super important, especially if you're going to be using this mini high banker drop riffle sluice. This is seriously one of the most underrated little mini high bankers. It's incredibly impressive.
Well, it's been one big day so far.
It's lightweight, and you don't have to use mats or expanded metal. Very simple, very efficient little mini high banker.
That's how easy this thing is, this geosluice. No mats whatsoever. Any gold in there? I don't see any. All you gotta do, no mats, no miner's moss, nothing. It's just totally naked. You just slide this in, plop it back down. Voila. So easy. Let's see if we can get lucky. See if we see anything, huh? Hiroshi's yelling my name.
This bedrock, dude, where I was digging in the hole, every piece I'm taking has gravel underneath it, dude. Built in, so I'm saving this right now. I'm about to I just took this whole mound up.
That looks real good right by your foot.
Dude, you know, that's what's under all of this, and this is in the crack. So if this, I'm doing all this, but I mean, this is like old alluvial bedrock stuff, almost caliche stuff, you know? But
yeah, it's all caliche.
So I just took this chunk, dude. I'm about to open this up right now. And that's the stuff I'm vacuuming up in there. I don't know if you want to look at some of these, dude, as they're coming up, but this has all that same quartz cutting. I'm vacuuming all this right now, dude.
Yeah, all the quartz veins.
And this is under where I was getting the nuggets and stuff from.
We'll see the results.
Yeah,
cool.
Dude. You better find more specimens, bro, because I'm going to catch you.
What'd you say?
You better find more specimens, because I'm going to catch you.
You feel good right now, but later on, you're gonna feel that you wish that you didn't do that. Yeah.
I don't think anything's gonna beat that specimen, man.
Okay, so anyways, back to the geosluice. And at this point, I really haven't been getting very lucky with the material that I've been bringing back. And it's not the fault of this mini high banker. It's just that I really haven't been putting a whole lot of attention and effort into collecting much dirt, just because all that effort has been put into metal detecting for the bigger gold.
So when I was digging it up, I didn't put it on camera. I thought it was a nail, so I didn't even record. But here it is in all its glory. This is one big giant gold specimen. Look at the gold on this.
But to be very fair, Hiroshi has been absolutely annihilating me. And pan after pan after pan, he has just been killing it right now.
Real bogey or real porous, it might just roll down if it's enough of a specimen, you know?
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh my goodness. Let me
That's 2 days. That's not even all that whole.
That is some cool looking gold too, man.
That,
You got this guy right up here.
you rarely see
Yeah.
the reds in there. It's
Yeah.
usually whites.
The gold is wrapped around the iron. So a specimen like this where it has iron might ring up on a detector, whichever you're using as iron. That's why you still dig those targets up.
That is a very good cleanup. We gotta weigh that out. All right, you wanna compare?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
compare. Let's see what you got.
This one took a lot of panning, but I finally got it.
Oh shoot, what size classifier were you using?
I don't believe in classifiers.
You just throw the whole thing in the sluice, huh?
Yeah. Well, I just don't. I skipped a sluice too.
Okay, yeah.
I just
Straight to the rock, huh?
yeah. I just go straight to the rocks with the gold on it.
Yeah.
That way, you know, you don't have to do a lot of work.
And right now, I have no idea who's going to be winning this gold race between us.
Gold likes to hang out on the rocks like this, so you want to scrape it off. And there's plenty of it. The only problem is that I screwed myself over, brought the wrong screen size, so I'm probably losing gold.
All right, I'm gonna keep going, see what it takes, see where it takes us. I'm gonna go back out there, use the metal detector for some more gold nugget. I got the Gold Monster 1000 and the GPX 6000.
All right, so I'm just walking along, checking these choyas and other places other people haven't been with their metal detector, and I'm just scanning the ground, and there's just nothing but bullets and BBs, but figured that's gonna frustrate a lot more people, so they'll give up. And I come across this target right here. Looks like a rock, but it looks like it has some heavy metals in it, or at least minerals. A little bit of weight to it, so we'll see. I'm definitely gonna have to clean it because you can see the rust right here. Probably gonna have to put it under a loop. There could be gold in it, so I'm gonna have to look at this. So I'm pretty sure the camera is probably not gonna be able to get it, but it's about right in there. And it's a band. It goes through the whole thing. That's why it was screaming at me. It's interesting though, because it must be in the middle layer.
So there's definitely something that you're going to want to know about these specimens that I found with the metal detector, but we'll get back to these in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and enter the world of Hiroshi the prospector and see how well he did for this trip and what his cleanup looks like for all the gold that he found with his high banker.
Let's go check on Hiroshi.
We barely put a dent in that, man. Wow, 300 gallons out in the desert. Not bad.
Stuff.
All right, man. You
More
got
gold next time.
more gold next time?
Good morning, everybody. We're here at home at Serenity. I just finished making this. We're calling it crushing box for lack of a better term, but basically we've got to get our ore from this relative size here down into a 1-inch aggregate. I have a crushing bit that's going to go on the end of that once we get it down a little further. So most of these have little bits of copper staining visible. So we're going to crush this down and see what happens. We're using just an SDS chipping hammer, and I've got that crushing bit on it here. Anywho, here we go. It's working.
So not only did Hiroshi collect a bunch of dirt to bring back and work out, but he also took home a bunch of rock that he suspected might have gold in it, and he had built this box, which is very clever, and I'm thankful enough to know that he's also going to be making me one. Can't wait.
And then I just ran a very small little pan here, and you can see we got gold. So what an exciting day. Finally to it. We just did cleanup on what was already in the high banker from when we were out there. And as you can see, I've got a little less than 3 half buckets screened down to 1/4 inch to run. And it looks like the dogs just took off. So anywho, go deal with that and run these buckets. So we just finished those last 3 buckets. Well, half buckets really through the keen. We're just getting the panning it out right now. And boom, look at that. There's a nice big old chunky, funky monkey right there. Real coarse. You can tell it hasn't gone far. Maybe it was one of the pieces that fell off the specimen Brad found. Some more up there in the pocket right there. A lot of black sands. Look at that. There it is. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, hey, hey. High banker's coming up. Woo! And here we go. Boom, I pulled some of the chunkies out of this guy here for you all to see. All nice and pretty before I start drying everything out with the stove. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. I don't know if those are nuggets, but they're certainly pickers. Look at that. Num 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 num. Pretty good stuff. Not bad for about an hour or two's worth of work.
Anywho, but we're using this as the stove location currently. We're gonna go ahead and get this gold dried out and weighed out, and we're gonna combine it with the original 4.4 or so grams that came with the they came out of that same spot here. All dried up in the pan, as you can see. There's some of those pickers we saw earlier. For our research, let's just call it 4.7. There we are.
I have to admit, Hiroshi, that was a very, very nice cleanup. I was a little bit worried there for just a little bit for a second. It was pretty close, but not close enough.
All right, so Hiroshi did great, and that was an awesome cleanup. The high banker just killed it. But let's go back to these specimens, and I'm going to go over the first one real quick because I got a little bit of a challenge for you. Now, there's a really good amount of gold that's in this rock, and you can see it clearly right on top of the rock, but also it goes throughout the rock. I went ahead and I did a specific gravity test, and I do know how much gold, well, let's back up. I do have an estimate on how much gold is in this rock, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a challenge. So I'm going to give you the dry weight and I'm going to give you the wet weight. And leave a comment and let me know how much gold you come up with after doing the math on this specific gravity test. And here are the numbers that you need. The dry weight is 188.4 grams and the wet weight is 119.4 grams. So leave a comment down below and let me know how much gold you come up with on a specific gravity challenge. Now let's move on to the next specimen, which this is pretty cool. Okay, so let's take a step back real quick and let's look at this second specimen that I found that didn't show a whole lot of gold, but there was definitely gold that was trapped inside. And what I did in order to clean it up is I put a little magic liquid on there. Let's just call it magic liquid. It actually exposed all the gold that was in there, and then I took the rest of it and I crushed it up.
I asked on a community post just now if I should save it how it is or if I should crush it. And by the time we get done with this, I'll count all the tallies, yay or nay, and we'll see if this guy survives or gets crushed. Look how shiny that one is. Anyways, back to it.
And what's really cool is that Mike from Vendetta Prospecting asked if I would send him the gold so he can smelt it down into a little mini bar. And this is what Mike from Vendetta Prospecting came up with.
Okay, so in honor of the first year of this channel, I really wanted to give back to the community and everybody who's been super supportive. I just want to say thank you very, very much. As soon as I upload this video, Patreon is going to go live. For the very first giveaway challenge, it's going to be this guy. I get a lot of questions about auctions or purchasing gold or giveaways. There's going to be more information on Patreon. So if you're interested, there's going to be a link in the description. There's going to be a link right here. But check it out.